Hey guys, it's Pancake, and welcome to my breakfast table. Today we'll be playing a new game in one of my favorite series, Dragon Age Veilguard. This will be a multi-part series, so if you like what you see, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell if you want to get notified when the next part is out. On to the video! Okay, so last time we pretty much got up to a bunch of side quests in Docktown, and I'm pretty sure we have a little bit more to do in that area, as well as in the Hossberg wetlands, before we can continue with the main story again. But let's see what we get up to in part 19. Okay, let's see. We've got a bunch to do here in town, I think. Just based off of the list on in the journal alone. Man, okay, yeah, we've definitely got our work cracked up for us. Let's pick up that new quest and then I guess continue with the ritual sites. Might as well clear what we can of Docktown. Love a good old confusing city map layout.
Spite still behaving?
As much as ever.
You live another day.
And so do you. Spite would shred you after I tore you apart.
Figured you more for a gentleman assassin.
I'm a professional, not a gentleman. I get the job done. Manners don't come into it.
That's fair. Love to hear that they're all still vaguely threatening one another.
That woman. What's happened?
Aww.
What's going on?
My husband, Atticus, he was going to the Snake Nest, said he needed to help a friend, and he never came home. But when I ask inside, they say he never arrived. They're lying. I know it, but...
What's your name?
Sabina.
Aww.
If we learn anything, we'll let you know. So, the Snake Nest.
I have heard of the place. A dive, but not the worst of them.
It's worth checking out.
Man, we sure have a lot to check out. Fucking Deventer never sleeps.
Smite the heretics!
Venatori are everywhere. Don't super appreciate that. Ow. Okay, well, I mean, thank you for the notice of what's behind me, but I still got stabbed anyway. Ow! This is the get beat up simulator. At least that's what it feels like sometimes. Combat in the other games feels like a piece of cake in comparison.
Everyone all right?
I think there was a time that I thought these games were as easy once.
More executions. Break those crystals. We need to get through that barrier.
Crystals. Okay, red line. God these aren't actual glass windows, or else I'd be breaking everything trying to shoot these crystals.
Venatoria dealt with. I hope whoever posted that plea for help feels safer tonight.
I didn't kill them.
Keep an eye on the board. There may be other
Who killed
requests.
them? Venatory ritual. With blood and fire we consecrate this city. In the name of Elgarnon, first of the firstborn, he who was called Lusicon, who in ages past spoke secrets to the ancient watchman, and to who has come again in power to deliver glory on the scaled wings of night. Okay. Is Lusicon... Okay, if Lucicon's Elgarnon, does that mean... Has the Tevinter Empire been worshipping elven gods this whole time? That would be a little ironic. Hey, we enslave our lessers then, but also our lessers then just happen to be the people of our gods that we worship. No biggie. Remorse hurts. Thank God Remorse is dead. Get out of here, demons. Jesus. Okay.
Get down.
Hello, spirit of compassion.
Compassion?
This one. Curiosity undimmed. Just one more answer. Truth and story beneath the ruins. Find who he was. I will find you then.
I really feel bad for all these poor people just getting murdered. By, I'm assuming maybe people trying to summon a demon or demon itself? I don't know. Unmarked journal. I try to do the work in the day, but it's hard to focus, hard not to think about. At night, there's a whisper. The speaker wouldn't step from the mist, but I could smell his breath, like burnt cinnamon. He said he could help with the research and... Sybil, I don't know if I can do this alone. I don't want our dream to die. What would you do? I'm just supposed to... I don't have the quest selected. That would help.
Another of those Fen Harel altars.
Well, I don't want to go down there yet. I don't know if what I need is down there. Letter never sent. Sybil, we're right. I'm sure of it. There's so much more here, so much to learn. We'll find it together. The letter continues in a shake your hand below. But we won't, will we? The demons took you, and how can I do this alone? How did you make things feel possible, Sybil? I don't know how. Aww. Property of Marcus, Scholar. The wolf statue has experienced a shift in the surrounding magical energies. I'm certain of it. And I'm certain it means something. There's more to all of this than we have recorded. Truths we don't see. It's just as Sybil said, stories buried in ruins. I won't let our work be corrupted. I continue this work for her.
Property of Marcus, Scholar.
story beneath the ruins. Fear for the future, and yet he continued. For himself and for her.
That's kind of sad.
All those I found, I held a hand as the light left.
Do you know something about the murder victims? What connected them?
Each was desperate. Each heard a whisper that tempted them, and each turned away.
Is that...
They defied the one who called them. The demons we saw were merely minions.
So something else
Too
is going
late for
on.
these. But now I can watch and protect others. Something larger stirs, calling the desperate. I cannot see what. No, the hope you bring Dogtown thwarts it, and may you continue.
I will continue. I failed Dogtown already. I'm not gonna do it again. I can feel it garbage. Is this just a shortcut in a treasure chest? I think so. Okay. Well, I'm gonna go back and check out that statue now. Because now I don't have to worry about where the heck it leads me. And there's a blight cyst down here. Gross word to call it. Ooh. Well, that's awfully convenient. Outside of the immediately spawning undead. Why is there undead here? Why is there hard undead here?
Step it up.
I love the process of hitting somebody else with a projectile just as I hit them with a projectile. Man, what are you two having like a competition kind of deal? You two are at each other's throats. Everybody's gonna have one quip or another. I really wanted to save this for the boss. I'm tired of getting my shit kicked in by some fucking undead.
Come on, show us your teeth.
Can you two be nice to one another?
We're clear.
Please? Water damaged pamphlet. We are final company. The work will be here forever. Well, I don't know if it was meant to be written like that, or if water washed away the rest of it, but it sure feels ominous.
Targets ahead.
I hope I don't eat complete ass trying to fucking do this. I love doing literally almost nothing with my takedown stun. still dying slowly, which I don't super love, but, you know, I'll take it. We got that one with way less resistance than the other one. Oh boy. Okay, well, that at least gives us something to unlock whenever we get back to the crossroads, but I really want to finish up everything in Dogtown because we've just got, like, so much to do here, which makes me feel like I've been neglecting doing side quests either for a really long time or they just really piled Dogtown full of stuff. It could be both. It could just be both. Everybody hop in. Why are you making that face, Davrin? You good? There's still like a spectral sound down there. That doesn't mean I missed something. Did I just glitch through that fucking wooden blank? BioWare. I love your glitches. Single-handedly some of the most chaotic shit at times. We ended up right into the churchyard. Sorry, chantry yard.
Davrin, for all your worry about me, you've got your own problems.
I'll take them any day over being possessed.
You're a warden. You've got actual blight inside you.
Yeah.
So you know a few warden's secrets.
Your blood reacts to darkspawn and can drive you mad when Archdemon shows up. And if you survive that, you eventually wander alone into the deep roads to die.
That's the vow I took.
It's not
Until you
exactly the
snap.
best deal.
I've seen it happen.
Not me.
Everyone says that. I'll be watching.
Okay, so you're suspicious of him, and he's suspicious of you. Okay. This is totally a healthy working environment.
This is it. The snake nest. Let's look around. See what we find.
What is there to look around at?
I don't think we'll get any answers from him.
No, I don't think so either. Record Book of Linus Prosper. Some names are circled while others are struck through. The final name on the list is circled. Gregor, tips extra here every 5th day. Octavian, unpaid tab but good manners here when the ship's in. Martin, complains about partner, nasty tongue. Atticus, never regular, reliable otherwise.
This Linus. He must own the snake nest. And he knows Atticus.
Do I just talk to you next?
We're looking for someone named Atticus.
Haven't seen anyone.
He was meeting someone here. He disappeared.
Yeah? People do that all over.
Well, I'm still looking into it.
Wasting your time's your business.
I feel like you know something, but you just don't want to tell me. But I don't know if talking to you is gonna...
What happened here?
Oh! All the blood on the ground that I fucking missed, apparently. Crumpled note. Atticus, I know this will arrive late, but I need to talk to you. I need help, please. I'll be at the snake nest.
A letter for Atticus.
Man, there's a
missing person.
shit ton of blood.
Someone really wanted to meet at the snake nest. Why do I have a bad feeling about how that went?
There's a lost boot here, which makes me agree with the potential that it's probably not a good
Blood.
thing.
There's a trail.
A crap ton of blood, some lost clothing. Doesn't feel like a good sign. Faded child's drawing. Scribbly drawing of a man, a boy, and a rabbit outside a building that looks like the Snake Nest bar. A rainbow is overhead. That's so cute!
Blood-stained shirt.
No tears in the fabric. The blood didn't belong to the shirt's owner.
Does scuffle happen? Somebody left their door open.
Take a look at that.
What a fancy bit. Linus's journal. Nothing helps. No one helps. Reggie, my beautiful boy. He laughed at one of my stupid jokes, and it hurt him. He can barely breathe, and it's not getting any better. I would do anything for him. I just need help. I'll do anything. I said I'd do anything, but I'm running out. Atticus was by last week. If he knew I needed help, he would show up. But I can't ask that of him. I can't. But Reggie, I asked for all of this.
A sick kid. His father thought Atticus could help, but something feels off. All right.
Task list. Write up a new healer request. Get prominent spot on board in the central market. Payment to Krill. Inform staff of time away. Fix cloth rabbit for Reggie.
That Snake Nest bartender must know something. We need to talk to her. Again.
Is this the... That's not a rabbit, is it? That looks like a bear to me. It's like, if that's the little rabbit, that's so fucking sad. Got more to say?
A man named Atticus came to the Snake Nest. We know he was headed here. That your boss, Linus, knows him. We've been to Linus's home.
All right, it's the boss. He's been acting weird since the kid got sick. Urgent meetings, always checking the storage. But you're friends with Nev Gallus, aren't you? Maybe you can do something.
I'm
I can let you into
surprised
the
that people
storage.
know that I'm just friends
It's
with
across
her.
the road.
I mean, it's good to know, in a way, that, you know, I get free passes, basically, through association. I was a little worried that she didn't like me there for a hot minute.
The bar storage. There has to be more here.
Was there's an ominous drop with bloodstains leading down. And a hidden bookshelf door. Linus's storage notes. Storage must be kept neat as possible. Payments always made below. Keep floor here spotless. Ominous blood splatter by a handle. Oh. Secret elevator. Down into the depths we go. And my hair is doing a weird thing.
All this under the bar's storage?
If that's where the quarry is, then in we go.
But where's there to go? Crumpled task list. Sent letter. Send Reggie to L for night. Seal way afterwards. Take other exit to leave. Curious starting to follow. Fix cloth rabbit for Reggie. Okay, so I guess I just avoid the giant dangerous spikes. What is this? This is... I think nightmarish is the best word. Child's drawing. Scribbly drawing of a man, a boy, and a rabbit on a sailboat. I don't like this. Blood-smeared page. The payments won't end. The demon repeats. Would you trade another's innocent blood for his? Maker. I said yes. I'd do anything. And Reggie got better. It started with strangers, but I was running out. And Atticus. We were friends and I still... Reggie, I'm sorry. I wasn't the man you needed. I didn't even fix the cloth rabbit. But I love you always. And I'll break this demon's ties to us. Oh.
Linus, the snake nest owner. He made a pact with a demon to save his kid. But the price, it was too high.
Did the demon want blood? Or to feed off the man's desire and desperation?
There's a key. We should see what else is here.
I really don't know what to think about this so far. It feels suddenly heavy. Oh no, I didn't mean to take that. Stash of victims' belongings. An engraved locket found with various discarded trinkets. Atticus and Sabina. This man was murdering his friends.
All for a demon.
His patrons.
This was Atticus.
His
locket.
neighbors.
We can return it to Sabina.
There's still that other one. I'm gonna grab it. I don't see where I might use it in here, but... if it lets me take it, maybe it's needed in the next area. I don't, oh, okay. For a second there I was like, oh, I don't have it anymore.
There. Much sturdier than the old one.
Heck yeah. Well, I don't know what this is, but... blindingly bright. And into an area I've already been. So, back through.
Well, there's other ways to get into the catacombs.
Question is, what will we find? That place is less predictable than the deep roads.
I don't know about that. The deep roads are pretty monstrous and nightmarish.
Avrin, you haven't asked me in a while.
If you mean spite, I'm laying low.
Right. Don't spook the quarry.
Especially when the quarry can lie to your face. You say spite's under control. How do I know that isn't spite talking?
The wings are a giveaway. But I'm glad we're keeping you on your toes.
The amusement in Lucanus's voice at the whole, the wings are a giveaway. Yeah, I feel like the glowing purpley magenta spectral color to his eyes and everything else that happens when Spite's in control makes it pretty obvious. Not to mention, just the tonal quality of voice changes. I'm sorry about your husband.
Sabina.
You're back. But Atticus...
I don't have good
The
news.
man who took Atticus's life. He thought it would save his child. But it wasn't right.
Atticus.
It wasn't
If there's
right at all.
anything you need, I have friends here in Minrathous who can help.
I don't know. I need time and to put his name on the wall of light. Thank you. At least for letting me know.
Man, I feel like shit that I had to be the one to tell
Dogtown's
her.
desperate of being targeted, then falling victim to demons. The snake nest owner, the people Compassion found.
Man.
What if it's all the work of the same demon? If we keep up the work in Dogtown, maybe we'll find more.
Feels like there's a larger plot happening for sure. I mean, obviously suffering and misery happen regardless of outcome 9 times out of 10. It's kind of a given in life, especially when you live in a large populated city where it's more easy for you to be taken advantage of. It's still, what a nightmare. I'm so sorry I just shoved those people out of the way. I love that there's so many, like, technical shortcuts just by, like, dipping through a random store. I heard, like, a sound for a second. I don't know what that was.
My family isn't alters either. Even if you're not from one of the
My hair's doing the thing again.
It must haunt you, Davrin, knowing the blight inside you will be your end someday.
Spite could be yours.
Could be.
Jeez.
But as a Grey Warden, it will be.
How do you know so much about wardens?
We've done business.
They hired you?
There was a contract.
Were they the mark?
It's complicated. Another time.
I'm curious. How's it complicated?
Better be ready.
Nice work.
Thank you.
End it now. Look there.
Let's take care of this demon.
It's the trapped spirit from the necropolis.
Is it pride that moved you?
Not particularly.
Succeed in facing me where the Venatori failed.
It's not a matter of success, but necessity. You can't just let a demon out into the world. Let's do this. Yeah, hell yeah. Hell yeah.
2 demons down. Or 2 versions of the same demon.
They seem to die like anything else.
I consider that a success. We fucked him up, and that was our fucking goal. Okay, let's see. Just looks like talking to Morrigan here, but I'm pretty sure that is... it's part of the main story. And it doesn't look like we've got anything else here. So let's at least take care of that and finish everything we have to finish in Docktown.
What was that warden business you were talking about, Lucanus?
Not all of your order meets their end so nobly.
Very true.
What does that mean?
Some would rather leave before the blight takes them. The crows oblige.
Wait, you're saying they hire you to...
They're both the client and the mark.
Pretty big
They make a choice.
thing
We oblige them.
to
I don't
admit.
want to know anymore.
I mean, not every warden wants to have that glorious ending, basically. And I can't exactly blame them. Going by way of the Blight never sounded particularly great to me, even when we play as a warden in the first game. Oh, I get to go through the catacombs, I guess? Kinda interesting. Wasn't expecting that. I guess a shortcut is still a shortcut, even if it's underground.
On your guard.
Except for the Blight and the Dark Spawn and the Blight. Hell yeah. Back in the docks.
What brought a dragon?
I finished out the list.
Close call.
Hearing all the paper sellers talk about everything that just happened. It's kind of a nice touch. Oh, that's blocked off.
This should never happen. Not anywhere.
Oh no. And I thought the fucking public executions earlier were bad. They've got them in multiple fucking districts of the city. What fucking nightmares. God, I really do not like the Venatori. Like, everything they do in each game, every new thing added on to their fucking list of awful things just makes me despise their existence more. Every time. Every time.
Why did Morgan want to meet in Minrathous? Isn't she helping the Veil Jumpers in Arlathan?
That's what I thought.
Indeed. But today we have a guest, and she needed the anonymity that only a city provides.
Wait a minute.
Well, look who it is.
My Inquisitor!
Good to see you, Lace.
Hi!
Rook, you remember how Varric and I served the Inquisition?
Yes, I do.
Well, this is Inquisitor Llewellyn, the woman who led us all.
Andaran Artishan.
Anathara. I wish we could be meeting without our gods threatening to blight the world.
Hearing her voice,
A
oh my
blight that
god.
spreads wider with each passing heartbeat.
The old music
Morgan
too.
and Harding have told me about what you've accomplished since taking over for Varric. You've put together an impressive team, and you've got the best chance, maybe the only chance,
I'm
to
mind
stop
blown.
Elganon and Gillenane.
Yes. I'll
let you
follow in
down.
your footsteps
Don't worry about
past me.
Worry about the people you've recruited and about the people depending on you.
Of course.
I only sealed the breach because I had people like Cassandra, Leliana, and Cullen with me from the start.
I know they're
Without
just like
Dorian's
name
magic
drops,
and
but still.
Josephine's diplomacy.
God.
we
I
never
miss
would have come
everybody.
together to stop Corypheus. Years later,
Ah,
I had to disband
another
the
Tevinter.
Inquisition, but I never lost the friends who had gotten me through it all. Ultimately, they're the only ones you can really count on. Do right by them, and you'll find your way.
We've got the makings of a good team, I think. We'll do our best.
We'll certainly
And
try.
while you do so, Rook, the Inquisitor will do her best to ensure that the rest of the world remains in.
She's still picking up the
a daunting
messes.
prospect,
Oh
given
my
that most of
gosh.
the South is under siege by Darkspawn.
Well, I
It's
bet
that
they
bad.
wish they had a
not
huge
for the
ass
Inquisitor, the
army
South
and an
would have
entire
collapsed
like
completely. She has
fortification
not been
full
idle
of
while you
people
assembled
now.
your team.
Gosh. Single-handedly holding the South together, despite the fact that everybody
I
didn't
thought
want
the gods
her
were
in
mostly active up
charge.
here.
Jesus.
Really that bad in the south?
That's
Eldanon and
hilarious.
Gillenane have indeed
God.
restricted their activities to the north. But the forces they deployed to the south, the strange new Darkspawn, have spread fear and corruption greater than any blight in history.
Well, the South has never
Darkspawn
especially
have cut
handled
through the center of
blights
Orlais.
very well.
Valrio and Halam Shiral are barely holding out.
Aw.
Ferelden would have fallen already, if not for help from Orzammar. With Denerim lost, the Fereldans are holding the line at Redcliffe.
Man,
The Free
shit
Marches
really
have the
went
worst of
south.
it. Acting Viscount Aveline Valen led the evacuation of Kirkwall. She's taking her people and what's left of her army to help Prince Vale keep Starkhaven.
Maker, we didn't know. My mom.
Gosh,
Don't worry.
there's a lot
I
going
called in
on.
a favor with the Divine. Your mother's safe with some old friends.
I forget the
Inquisition
political
might be
power
gone,
the
but my
Inquisition
name
held
still
was
carries some
absolutely
weight.
fucking insane
I've used it to get
sometimes.
people working together where they can. Again, the South is my problem, not yours, Rook. You stop the gods, and I'll make sure the rest of Thedas doesn't fall to the Blight.
Thank you for your help past me.
If the South is in such turmoil, why come up here just to talk? And how did you get here so fast?
Did you think
Solid
you were the only
point.
one to unlock the secrets of the Illuvians?
Morgan helped the Inquisition use the Illuvians to travel.
While I lack the Dreadwolf's Viravus, I may still scurry between the walls of this world to be where I might do the most good. The
Scurry
Inquisitor
feels like
asked
such
to meet you, and I thought
such
it
a
might help
specific
you
word
to meet
use.
her.
God, with the first warden being such an asshole, I feel like I need the connections more than I need anything else. But I doubt there's gonna be a lot she can do.
I've been having trouble getting people in authority to listen to us. If you help with some of your political strength...
My political strength. Tevinter hates me.
Yeah, up
The
here I
Venatori
don't know
helped
about
make
how
sure of
much.
And while I have a few
That's-
friends in the Wardens, their leadership hasn't much cared for me since we clashed at Adamant Fortress.
The Inquisitor did not come all this way to leave you with empty words, however. She brought something no one else could.
A wolf statuette.
Yeah, we've seen
We
what,
found others like
2
it
or
in the
3 of those
crossroads.
now?
Where'd you find yours?
I found it right around the time Solus's ritual failed, when he was pulled into the Fade. We've examined the magic, and it's tied to the Veil. To him. Somehow.
Solus is ancient, and his magic is part of him in a way far beyond that of mortals. I suggest you take it to the crossroads and see if something in the lighthouse calls to it. Perhaps it will yield some insight into your new ally.
I don't actually know what to say here, because I don't trust him. As much as I love him as a Soul of Ellen romancer, I know that he speaks in half-truths most of the time, mostly by, like, avoiding saying what he actually should be saying. Like, he doesn't lie through actual lies. It's, like, through half-truths or, like, half-omissions. But he is also helping us. My rook has no reason to trust him, so I'm just gonna say she doesn't trust him.
I appreciate it. Solus has been helpful while he's trapped in the Fade. But anything that can help me get inside his head will help counter him getting inside mine.
Solid
Wisely
point.
spoken. Solus rarely lies directly.
Yes,
If
exactly.
he finds ways to weave the truth into a noose you find yourself wearing.
He won't straight up and tell you no.
Important
But he'll like
If this
dance
statuette
around it
helps you
until
understand
like
him,
you're stuck
if it
forming the
uncovers
conclusion.
Something that... Honestly, I don't know.
Gosh.
I wish I did. But this feels like a part of him. And whatever he and I once were, I think... I hope...
She's...
It might help you.
My
We
my
should go,
Lavellen
Inquisitor.
being
The
so
armies in the
heartbroken
south
about
need
having to
you.
fucking deal with all of his shit again is both
Stay sharp.
so
You're my eyes in
relatable
the
and
north.
so sad.
Always, Inquisitor.
I really hope they...
Good luck.
I I really hope this doesn't just end horrifically.
You'll be the first to know.
Thank you.
I have hope for them still. I don't know if that's valid hope, but I have hope for them. Deep down, I still want my Solus and my Solus. I still want Solus and the Inquisitor to end up happy. Gosh. Okay, well, I don't think I've got much else to do here. It just looks like the Hosberg wetlands for pretty much everything else I've got. Oh, there's one more memory. And apparently a way to use them in the lighthouse. Okay. Confused on how that will work. But I'm gonna go through the rest of this so that way you guys don't have to sit through this. Okay, let's see what we've got to get up to. I'm kind of curious about trying to find that last memory, since apparently there's one more left to get. I feel like we should finish off and try to get the rest of them, because I feel like that's something that's kind of important. If it was brought up for the Inquisitor to say anything, and she's like, here's one of them. It's a big deal. We found this right after the ritual started. I feel like it's a big deal. So it's just right here. Okay. That's simple and easy to figure out. Let's get this last memory.
Lucanus, how do you decide when one of your targets deserves to die?
Usually when the client pays up front.
I'm serious.
Mean, an assassin doesn't decide. It's typically just...
No. There has to be merit.
Merit? Who decides that?
The Talon of the house.
And then you just carry out the order?
Typically?
It's my job.
Must be tough to sleep at night.
I mean, somebody's gotta be an assassin, just as somebody has to be a Grey Warden. Do you have a hard time sleeping at night because you fight the Darkspawn, Davrin? I'm sure he has, well, I'm sure he has a hard time going to sleep at night, but that's for entirely different reasons. He's got spite living in his head. This is not what I was expecting. I was expecting one of those little
dug in here.
Doorway thingies.
The Venatori must be after something nearby. Let's get it first.
Stop dying. Yeah. Okay. Now, how the hell do I break all of these? There's one up there. There's not like a ladder nearby. Staircase or a glowing
Take out
red
those crystals and we cut off
dot.
the power they're channeling.
There's one up there.
got company.
Love being a mage. Something satisfying about being able to zap from a distance.
We need to close in.
They asked for it.
I'm surprised I can hit them from up here.
We need to close in.
I'm not sure I'm doing any kind of effective damage. Or if any at all, now that I think about it. So let's go make this harder and go take care of it manually. Come here, Venatori. You live to make my life harder, so try to make it harder. Okay. Back up there. There's one there too. Makes me wonder why. An unknown artifact. What are the crossroads doing? The spirits of the crossroad do as they must, Felasan, as do we all. Thank you, Solus. That's incredibly useful. Really helps your old friend pull together a rebellion against the Evanuris. What? The spirits of the crossroad do as they must. Okay. How vague. I know he's supposed to be like full of wisdom and all that, but sometimes the shit Solus says.
Not a problem. Consider it done.
And this just leads me up here. Okay. Oh, there was a ladder. I guess it means I can start it from either direction if I wanted.
There. The Venatori can't lock us out anymore.
Ooh.
We have company.
Oh, I got him.
Gotta end this now.
Whole new ult. Ah! That was sick. I'm curious what kind of bird that was supposed to be, though, because if it's supposed to be for the Antivan crows, it sounded like a hawk.
One for us.
Okay, here the last one. Where are you pointing? Ah! They try to be sneaky. Okay. Is that it? No. It wants me to go up. Okay, but I can't go that way. And is he just healing? At least broke the rest of his guard that way. Yeah. Fucking die already, thank you. Man.
That's been sorted.
I really like their snake iconography. And Debinter.
It's another barrier down.
Where will you lead me? Pen Harrell statue? Fucking nowhere. Okay. Wait. Am I actually seeing? Okay, no, that is up there. Against the sky. I couldn't fucking tell for a second. The directional howling is nice.
Be ready.
Helps a fuck ton. Honestly, it's mostly directional noises that tells me where stuff is in this game at this point. Like, I try to catch what I can visually, but there's just so much sometimes that it's just sometimes entirely sound-based. Come on. Finally, get rid of your stupid fucking shield.
There. That's what the Venatori are after.
Okay. Not what I was expecting
Why
to
would
get
the
his
Venatori
last
after this
memory.
statuette?
But
Just being near it makes me feel regret.
at least we got it.
I'll hunt.
I want that stupid fucking wolf statue. Solus had to put them in the most obscure fucking corners. Of course he did. The Trials of the Gods. The memory of a sermon given on the spot still lingers. How does one serve a god? For the poor souls still in the thrall to the Evanuris, that question has been answered for them. Service is no longer willingly given. It must be rested and must entertain. Mythal called her people together and offered this warning. Shall you kneel in terror, work mindlessly, parrot my virtues, and think it the greatest of compliments to me? Do not merely follow the wise, seek the wisdom they sought. How then does one serve a god who scorns both servility and unexamined divinity? The answer is in the trials they set for their chosen. We must embody their virtues and know their regrets. There is no greater offering than to understand. I guess that makes sense. Alright, well, we did everything we needed to in regards to picking up the memories. So I think we should probably head to the lighthouse. I'd probably call it theirs. We've done a decent bit. We finished up Docktown. And all we've got left is the Hosberg wetlands. And then the few odd things to do in the crossroads still left. A message from the front. The fight for the South. Rook. Though the circumstances prompting our meeting were perhaps not what either of us would have chosen, I'm glad we did meet. I heard of you from Varric, of course, and Harding spoke, and continues to speak, highly of you. However, the greatest vote of confidence came from Morrigan. She always had a knack for spotting those who might shift the foundations of the world, even if they don't know it yet. So it was she who suggested we meet, and as always, heeding her counsel proved to be the wisest decision. Unfortunately, I send grim tidings. The echoes of Solus's ritual and the escape of the gods ring across the south, and the smell of war is heavy in the air. In Orlais, a splinter faction of the nobility has made common cause with the Venatori and launched an assault on both the royal forces of Orlais and the border keeps of Ferelden. Ontom corsairs harass shipping out of Ostwick, and in the far southern wilds, blight has emerged once more. Darkspawn in great numbers have been spotted near the ruins of Ostagar. But I told you to leave the south to me, and I stand by that. I share this news not to ask for help, but to remind you that you and your people are not alone. The gods stir up the greatest evils in Thedas, yet its people stand stalwart and resolute. Take care of the gods in the north, and I'll make sure that the south handles itself. And when this is all over, we'll drink to victory. First round's on me. Ah, just heroes fucking teaming up against odds. Fucking drinking at the end of the fucking day once everything's finally done. Man, I'd love to see an epilogue scene of that, honestly. Follow up on the snake nest. Rook, you remember Linus Prosper, the snake nest owner? Everything he did for the demonic deal, he thought it would save his kid. After we found Linus, I asked around. Linus had been raising Reggie alone. I didn't want the kid left to fend for himself. Before the end, Linus sent Reggie away with a friend. The friend wasn't expecting the arrangement to be long-term, but they're willing to give the kid a home. The news wasn't easy to break, but he has people looking out for him. I didn't find evidence of demons around or lingering blood magic on Reggie. The demon's interest in this family appears broken, for now. But the shadow dragons will keep an eye out just in case. Nev. That's good. It's fucked that it ended up that way in the first place. It should never have gotten as far as it did. But it's good to know that... I mean, even though Reggie, I guess, is now an orphan, he's at least got somebody there. He's not alone in the world. Stand together. Rook. I must thank you again for helping me, Quillian, the Shadow Dragon healer, says I'm well mended. We've worked together to map routes through the blighted parts of the catacombs. A few more wardens have arrived as well. Between the Grey Wardens and the Shadow Dragons, we'll clear these tunnels of Darkspawn. We're in this together, all over Thedas. Wherever the fight takes you next, I believe you and your friends will find a way through. This blight, or blights, will be stopped. Warden Vesta. Aw, I have one warden outside of Davrin and Antoine and Evka who believe in my fucking cause. That is something. God. Man, I was not expecting the first warden to be such a dick, but he really was. He just fucking rubbed it in our faces. He was like, fuck you, fuck your logic, fuck all the research you did, and just screw you. Man. I know we have got some conversation to grab, but I think I'm gonna save that for the next time. We've covered a decent bit, and I suppose we'll cover even more in the next time. So I hope you all enjoyed this part, and I hope you all stay syrupy sweet.